Hey, it's Silver Dollar back here with a RotMG Fangame by IDoZ. IDoZ. I don't know how he says his name. But yeah, it's this little one-room game that he made with a boss in the middle. So sort of like the new Realm content that they're coming out with, these boss dungeons. And it is really difficult. It is a really hard game. But it's pretty fun. It's worth, definitely worth checking it out, and hopefully he'll keep developing it. So I did a number of playthroughs, and yeah, you definitely kind of get a little bit better, and it's fun to see, the different, each stage, because you keep thinking you're going to beat the game, and something else sort of pops up. So that's the end of the first round, and then this crazy round happens, which this took me a while to figure out. It always goes around the same way though. So it's always going counterclockwise. And then bam, when you finally beat that, you kill him. But no, he's not dead. Screw you, IDoZ. Yeah, so 10 you only have 100 health. The bullets do a ridiculous amount of damage, and things just keep getting crazier and crazier. It's a great bullet hell, great bullet hell game. So this is basically the third round as far as my counting goes. Sorry, the text rounds refer to the number of times I'm playing, although they're probably way off. I probably played it like 50 times. But there's 3 phases, I guess. So, the gold crazy fireball phase is the third phase. This is the first phase with these enormous fire shots. The game's pretty, it's fun because it's sort of unpredictable. It's the same style of shots each time, but they get shot out depending on where you're standing. So it's never exactly the same. And unlike, Realm of the Mad God, there definitely doesn't seem to be any sort of safe spots. And yeah, there's different strategies. Like this one is tough though. If you get forced out to the back, you're screwed. And you really always got to be hitting the guy in the middle. Otherwise, you're just wasting shots. And the longer you're in here, the more likely you're going to die. This phase is pretty crazy. Initially, I was trying to do this moving around a lot, because I thought if I kept going to different sides of the map, there'd be less shots. Those bullets hit for too much. But yeah, later on, you kind of figure out little strategies. So I think these first 2 phases, it's easier to... Well, the second phase, you got to run around in circles. This phase, I find it's easier to move around too, because those big fireballs, they get shot out where you are. So if you kind of slowly move around, you space out the fireballs. That's what it seems to be. It's good though. It would be cool if you could, add a little lead up or something to the dungeon, or add another boss, or I don't know. It's definitely got potential though. I'll put the Reddit link down in the description. So, if you want to chat about it or check it out or whatever, go check it out, Reddit. You can message IDoZ on there. I'll also put in his YouTube channel in the description so you can check out his videos, because he's been making videos of the game as he develops it. So, if you want to see whatever new content he's working on, you should be able to check it out on there. The She Owl. I think you could probably call the game Room of the Mad Statue. ROTMS. ROTMS? That sounds pretty good. Room of the Mad Statue. Yeah. Okay, do not go with my naming suggestions. They're terrible. It's hard though. It is really hard, but it is fun. It's one of those games where when you die, it's really frustrating, because it takes you a bit of time to get to whatever phase you're on. But then you want to just do it again because you feel like you can beat it that time. You feel like you can get through it. if this was multiplayer too, that would be insane. But I think that's probably way beyond or not worth putting it's probably better to put the effort into developing the boss content and single player stuff before going multiplayer. But I don't know. I haven't really seen IDoZ post a whole lot of stuff about it. So maybe there might be stuff on Reddit or on his YouTube channel that kind of explains what he's doing with it. I mean, maybe he's just doing this one room, which is fun too. Anyways, it's definitely worth checking out. Hopefully he is sharing it, like with many people. I'm not sure. I think he kicked it over to me just so I could do a video on it, which I was happy to do so because it was really fun. But yeah, I think it's accessible, or if you're interested in the development, he'll probably be down with sharing it. It's just like a single exe file, and it's very small. I think I just got it off his Dropbox or something. And yeah, the animations are surprisingly good. Like, I didn't really take any time to think about them that much, especially by the time I got to this phase. But I think the fireball animation and on the statue in the middle too, like it's got that glowing thing going on. It's actually pretty pretty slick looking graphics. So I don't know I really know very little about programming and game development. So this is probably I don't know what system or engine this thing's built on, but whatever it is, it looks good. It looks pretty slick. All right, I think this is coming up to my final fight against this guy. So let's see. I think I kind of got it down pretty good. I got the rotating part going on. If you can save up a little bit of health, later, then you can at least take maybe one bullet, 150-point bullet or something. You only have 100 health, so it's pretty rough. But yeah, I was managing to get his health down a lot, even before this phase where it's like the two fireballs coming out at once. So if you can make this phase shorter, it really helps. Because, once he hits whatever it is, I don't know if you have to get him the whole way. Maybe it's a quarter health, or less, and then he switches to that phase. So the faster you can do that, the better. You can't hit those little fireballs, the frozen ones on the ground. I tried hitting those, and it does screw you up. So that was quick. Then this phase, I figured out, for me, it seemed to work best if you just stand still. Like, in more or less in one spot. Because the fireballs, the middle one always gets shot, I think, to where you're standing. But if you can kind of stand like this, where they bounce straight back off the wall, then you minimize the number of crazy bullets going everywhere. Because if you're like circling, you're just putting fireballs everywhere. And they got the close fireballs, so you can't really get in too close there. So yeah, this time I was actually doing well. And I think I had crazy health too. And then though, look, he puts these things from the first phase start coming out. Like, that is insane, because then you have to move. So yeah, he pretty much thought of everything. By this point, I'm like pulling my hair out. Like, God damn it. All right, not happening. Next time. You win this round, IDoZ. You win this round. IDoZ, DLLR.